Yeah, hello my people. Yeah, I don't come again to update our mindset. When I dey talk and say yes, there is something behind Tinubu assurance. When Tinubu dey boast, they go different places, they go dey see different people, prominent people, just to make sure say this inauguration must take place. And I talk and say yes, there is something behind it. Because why? Before you go dey do something, even to an extent that you know dey appear for court, there is something behind it. Because why? If for example somebody write petition against you for court, and that day for court you no appear for the court, there is a consequences wey dey behind it. Shey you understand? But Tinubu own, e come look as if say yes, nobody fit question am for anything wey e dey do. You know understand? That is to show say yes, somebody dey give am go ahead, say nothing dey happen. Na so we do am wuruwuru wuruwuru wuruwuru. INEC chairman pronounce am say yes, e don win president elect. Na so we wan still do am wuruwuru we still do am, dem go swear am in. Na the inauguration wan take place now. So why I dey talk am? I wan bring up the video make una see where Tinubu and Shettima, that is the vice president wey e elect, Muslim ticket wey e elect, dey appreciate somebody wey help dem. So before you dey appreciate somebody or you dey do something like a form of gratitude, that means that person really support you to be where you are today. So make I no talk too much, I go bring up the video make una watch am, relax your mind, just watch am, digest am. As you dey watch am, like, comment and share so that Facebook go also recommend am to other people make dem watch and see the secret behind Tinubu assurance. Thank you.
Your Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, Your Excellency, former President Uhuru Kenyatta, the Deputy Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, the maverick politician Turaki Kepi, the National Chairman of the APC, and members of the NWC of the party, His Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, my Lord Bishop Hassan Matthew Kuka, the President of the ADB, Dr. Akinwumi Adeshina, the Oni of Ipe, and my young brother, Dayo Israel, members of the National Assembly present here, our service chiefs, our other foremost traditional rulers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I begin by thanking President Muhammadu Buhari. Ali bin Abi Talib said, "Power does not change a man, it reveals a man." In 8 years of stewardship, you were subjected to the most cruelest of attacks. You are demonized. You are dehumanized. You are even robbed of your humanity. You are called Ibrahim of Sudan. But never for a single moment did you harass or use any extrajudicial means. About a year ago, the nation was at the brink of an implosion. There was acute agitation for a power shift. For the first time in the contemporary history of Nigeria, I dare to be contradicted by anybody. For the first time, a sitting president provided the enabling environment for the conduct of a just and fair primaries in his political party. That was how President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerged as the flag bearer of the APC. And as H.S. Aga said, the truth that sets men free is most often the truth that men prepare not to hear. The digital anarchists can say whatever they want, but the truth is that President Muhammadu Buhari conducted the fairest and but the truth is that President Muhammadu Buhari conducted the fairest and contemporary history of Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Your actions are so loud that I do not hear what you say." Beyond the famous handshake of Raila Odinga, on March 26, 2021, at the burial of late President John Magufuli of Tanzania at the Jamhuri Stadium in Dodoma, Tanzania, the then President Uhuru Kenyatta was eulogizing late President John Magufuli. At about 12:52 to 12:55 p.m., there was a call to prayer and adhan from a nearby mosque. President Uhuru Kenyatta paused as a mark of respect to the Muslim faithful. After the call of prayer, he said, "Poleni wafeni mendili kwa kusema." Let me continue with my speech. And the dramatic pause was welcomed with raucous applause by all our attendees. Mayo Angelo said, "I have come to learn that people may forget what you said. People may forget what you did, but people may never forget what you have made them feel." He made me feel proud as an African. He made me proud as someone who believes in the progress and unity of the African nation. The Sultan of Sokoto spends a greater time of his time crisscrossing the length and breadth of this nation, fostering unity and diversity for our great nation. And my very good friend, Bishop Matthew Hassan Kuka, like Gani Pawahimi, is not a man of in-between. He is the gadfly, the infant terrible. You either love him passionately or hate him intensely. When he attended the interreligious conference at the Vatican along with the 14th Emir of Cesar Aleta, a Spanish telecoms giant mogul, offered $1 billion to the Catholic Church. The Catholic pontiff is a Jesuit priest who believes passionately in education. He advised Cesar Aleta to invest that fund in education in the developing world. And Bishop Kuka and the 14th Emir invited him to come to northern Nigeria. That was how the thorough experience started unveiling here in Nigeria. And lo and behold, the religious merchants went to town that Bishop Kuka is trying to Christianize the North. I came out and defended him. And there was a payback time about 8 years down the line. When I emerged as the vice presidential candidate of the APC, people expected him to come out firing on all cylinders. They never knew of my relationship with Matthew Kuka. He chose the path of the golden mean and said, "Look, Nigerians, you all have to write. You all have the right to vote for the candidates of your choice, but we don't have to demonize any person." Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I began my boss's speech by thanking our esteemed keynote speaker, His Excellency Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta, for his remarkable address. As a leader of a great and proud African nation, you have personally managed the crucial yet often difficult interplay between democracy and development. We were all cultivated and listened with unbroken attention to your portrayal of the political, economic, and social forces that describe the arena of national governance. Like you, I am an African. I love our continent dearly. If I were asked 100 times to choose my own birthplace, then 100 times over I will choose to be an African and a Nigerian. I am proud to belong to this lineage and to be of this place. My heart beats proudly to see how my fellow Nigerians and Africans are creating their own democratic, political cultures and institutions to fit the conditions and challenges of their societies. The essence of democracy merges dialogue, justice, and fair play. That it is more than a form of government. It is a way of life, a distinctive manner of thought and conduct for a leader. As such, it challenges each leader to be his better self, and this can be difficult at times, but remains indispensable to the steady functioning of democracy. Democracy is a benign paradox. It guarantees freedom, yet its survival is dependent on the responsible and limited use of that freedom. In the long run, it is the best form of government because it allows the majority to have its way while safeguarding the fundamental interests of the minority. It is forever a work in progress, a road that never ends, yet one that grows finer and less wearisome the more you walk it. I hold precious our democracy, not as a tidy abstraction, but as a pragmatic vessel that can take this nation to safer harbor in all aspects of our collective existence. Through the lenses of our national experience, I can see the scales balancing the merits of democracy against those other forms of government. I can see plainly that an imperfect democracy is better than the most perfect dictatorship. It is more just, more humane, and even more productive. We have emerged from one of the most fiercely contested elections in the annals of humanity, and the resounding echoes of the promises we have made serve as a haunting reminder that failure is a luxury we cannot afford. We are surrounded. We are surrounded by the expectations of our citizens, the skepticism of our opponents, and the chain of chaotic events that necessitate the proper functioning of democracy. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as I stand on this elevated ground, what I behold are not mere individuals. I see a visual manifestation of the expectations placed upon us in this hall. The allure of this system of governance lies not in the ostentation of authority. What distinguishes democracy is the recognition that power is not ours to claim. We, adorned in flowing robes and fancy suits, are but servants, duty-bound to never underestimate the true proprietors of this power. We are here to serve. We are here to listen. We are here to be held accountable. We are not saints on an evangelical mission. Therefore, like every mortal, we may stumble here and there. However, none of these mistakes will be intentional. We shall never be oblivious to the impermanence of this power.